I analyzed all the brands that got funded in Shark Tank Season 4. Because after watching Piyush Goyal criticizing startup culture in India, क्या बन रहा है? Startups, fancy ice cream, vegan, or delivery apps.
What are India's startups doing today? We are focused on food delivery apps, fancy ice cream and cookies. But is that the destiny of India? क्या भारत का भविष्य उससे संतुष्ट है? Zero, gluten free, whatever, I don't know. We're vegan. ये सब शब्द लगा के अच्छी पैकेजिंग करके हम स्टार्टअप बोलते हैं अपने आप को.
One side, Rahul Gandhi criticizes the government about how India is not producing, and here Piyush Goyal also criticizes, but he's putting it on startups and Shark Tank. It is largely the government's job to promote the ecosystem. But let's leave the politics aside and look at exactly what is happening with Shark Tank. In season 4, totally 148 companies participated. Out of them, 91 startups got funded, which is 61.5%. Rest 57 brands didn't get funding, which is 38.5%. I will talk about these 91 brands that got funded, what they're dealing with, and why they got funding. Before that, a small announcement. I run a video production business from Bangalore. If you are in a startup looking for video production, reach out to me and the contact details will be on the screen. Now, let's get started with the topic. First data, let's look at all the top funded startups. ChatGPT could not help me with this data I wanted. So I had to manually copy paste all the numbers to Google Sheet and make these charts. If we filter the data from top to bottom, there are 14 startups that got funding above 1 crore rupees. These are the top brands like Noo, Beautywise, Burger Bay, Health Fab, etc. Noo, which is at the top of the list with 5 crore funding, sells luxury accessories. It is a D2C brand targeting rich people. For example, one mouse pad is more than 1,000 rupees. Then comes Naturic, got 4 crore funding, sells healthy breakfast, which is a food category, again directly selling to the customers. Beautywise, 3 crore funding, sells supplements for beauty and anti-aging. Kiwi Kisan Window, which is an organic grocery store online, which sells products directly to the customers. Culture Circle, which sells sneakers, again footwear category, again directly sells to the customers. Speed Kitchen, which does cloud kitchen setup. Burger Bay sells clothes. Health Fab sells period panties for women. Apart from Health Fab, without these brands, India will be perfectly fine and the economy will still run beautifully without them. Still, these are top 8 funded brands on Shark Tank. If you see, the reason is selling directly to the customers and making a good revenue. Shark Tank investors invest money based on 2 things. Number 1, numbers. How good are the revenue numbers? Less losses and more profits. Number 2, projections. What is the market potential of your product and what is the founder capacity to grow and scale the business? These are the 2 major reasons why they get good funding. Other small reasons like how good was your pitch and how good is your team, etc. If you look a little down from the list, there are 24 startups that got exactly 1 crore funding. All your Go Zero, Fay Beauty, House of EM5, Curve Electric Cycles, The Bear House, and others come under this group. I think Piyush Goyal was talking about this brand, Go Zero, which is a popular startup for zero sugar ice cream. I don't know why he picked ice cream brands. Maybe he doesn't like ice creams, but what he said about delivery apps makes sense, which is quick commerce competition like 10-minute delivery business. If we filter the data from the lowest funding startups, they're all less than 50 lakh, which is not enough to run the business. They have to go fully organic marketing if they need to utilize that much of money. But looking at these startups, I'm making a sense that these business models are not great enough to scale up in terms of revenue growth. One more chart to look at in this data is the equity of the brands. Top funded companies, do they get full funding in cash? Not actually, because there is equity bought by the sharks. Founders need cash. These investors or sharks give cash, and in return, they take shares of the company. Basically, it's the ownership of the company, what we call it as equity. Those who have lesser equity, which is around 3% or less, have more benefits from these fundings. The ones who have more equity, if you see Noo, which sells luxury accessories products, have given away more than 50% of the equity for 5 crore funding. That means they've given away their ownership just for the funding. Other 3, Naturic, Burger Bay, and Kiwi also have more equity even though they have raised more funding. Now, coming to the important question Piyush Goyal raised, can startups from Shark Tank promote more technology sectors like EV and battery charging? Shark Tank is there for business and not for nation building. EV is service and infrastructure based, which needs a massive ecosystem. That system can only be built by the government. To make these things happen, I think a strong economic policy needs to be created. Faster clearances for founders. Currently, there is a lot of corruption, which also creates delay in the process. Government needs to provide subsidies for a longer period of time to encourage this entire process. Cut off taxes instead of adding more taxes in every step. Cut down imports from China so that production increases. Rahul Gandhi gave a 1-hour presentation in the parliament about how India can beat China. I think this is the best presentation of Rahul Gandhi in his entire career. That day he didn't come to parliament just to mock Modi or BJP. He came with a lot of preparation and a lot of notes. If he had done this kind of work or presentation a few years ago, maybe he would have won the elections. Anyway, he doesn't want to become the prime minister. That leaves us with another important question. What do you think should be done by startups or the government? Leave in the comments below. And before you leave, if you are in a startup and are looking for video production, drop a mail and we can discuss.